Let me just make a quick comment, and we were just visiting with Michael. So on behalf of our president of our group here at Town Square Atlantic City, Michael Rubel, our program director, Chris Coleman, everybody at WPG Talk Radio 1450, and in fact, the whole Town Square Media family, we are absolutely thrilled to announce that a legend in our market, a personality and a fixture for many, many years. Again, she started when she was about 10. So you add the years of service, still a very young woman here in our studio. But it is my pleasure to welcome to our team, Michelle Dawn Mooney.
Thank you, Harry. I'm so excited to be here.
We are finally on the same team.
I know. It's, you know what? I didn't think that the journey would even take me into the communication field, so that was a bit of a surprise. And you never know how the road's going to turn. I mean, this is a return for me, a return to my roots.
Right, you were Michelle and Michelle. And
I was
Mike and Michelle.
Mike and Michelle, and then Ted and Michelle. They had like 3 or 4 different guys when one Mike left, and then there were several Mikes after that, and Rob and Michelle and Fox and Michelle, and it was quite a ride there. And Michelle was the last one, and ventured into TV, and that's been my love for the past 15 years. And it was heartbreaking when NBC 40 went off the air, and we still feel the void everywhere I go. It's so sweet. We miss you, Michelle. We miss the team. We miss, having that television aspect. And I'm very hopeful that something can come back. But for me, it was really a challenge of I have a connection with all of these people who have been watching NBC 40 and have kind of grown along with me. And I really wanted to keep that connection. But if I continued in radio, which I could have, they weren't in the right place, which was home.
Right.
There are no TV stations right now at home. So to me, this was the best decision I think that I could make as far as, being able to get all those stories and the things that I wanted to talk about on NBC 40, which, for those who aren't familiar with the lineup of how TV news works, when you take out all of the sports and the weather and commercial breaks, you have about 12 minutes of actual news. And that's to cover everything. Your local, your national, your foreign stories. It leaves very little time for some of those nicer stories, for some of the more positive stories. Unfortunately, they're the ones that, are the first to get cut. So this allows me to have that platform to talk about all of the amazing things that are going on in our area. Because and I know it's been hard. It's been a tough couple of months going back to Hurricane Sandy, and we've all had our experiences. But there's so many good things happening in our area. And you, I'm sure, feel just as strongly as I do that you're sick and tired of people just coming down on our area.
Absolutely. I mean, in fact, we were just talking to the county executive about it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And it's just, we're the joke of the late night talk shows and what have you, and I get it, but there are a lot of great things happening here. So I'm excited to really kind of bring that to the forefront.
You are joining the largest broadcasting company in the state.
I know.
3rd largest broadcasting company in America.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're going to do great things. And for those wondering, Michelle will be on from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m., Monday through Friday. What I don't know, because it's your business, what's the name of your show?
It will be Middays with Michelle Dawn Mooney.
There you go.
So that's what we're calling it. And you know what? I really think from my background in morning radio, which I am totally a morning person, although for some reason of all days not to have my 6 a.m. alarm go off, it did not go off.
There you go.
So 6:40, I got up, may have done some makeup in the parking lot, but it's radio, so I really don't even have to worry about that anymore. But mornings, you want to wake people up. You want to be, peppy, get them going. And I think about afternoons, when do you feel the biggest slump when you're doing your work day? It's usually in that that's when you go, I got to get the Starbucks or whatever. So I'm excited to kind of give a little jolt, get people, if they're listening in the workplace. I love that everything's online. And that's it. People listen to podcasts. They listen to the internet at work. People will be in the car. But I'm excited to kind of give a little energizing boost and just give some topics that people want to hear about and some fun stuff. It's going to be a little bit outside of the box, and I don't want to say too much, but it's not going to be your typical talk show, and I'm excited about that. So it's going to be a growing process, but I'm really thrilled to kind of start getting things going.